Hi, I'm Tati, and today I'm going to be doing the bookshelf scavenger hunt. So this tag has been floating around BookTube for a while, but I just recently saw Reagan over at Peru's Project do it, which is what gave me the idea. So I'll link her video in the description. Find an author's name or title with the letter Z in it. For this one, I'm going to go with Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. And there you go, Z. Also, this is a really good book. Find a classic. I'm going to go with this book that I just got, The Grimm's Fairy Tales, because what's more classic than fairy tales? Find a book with a key on it. I already know where I'm looking for this one. Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen. Key right there. Key right there. The word key right there. I love Sarah Dessen books. If you like contemporary and you haven't picked up Sarah Dessen yet, where have you been? Find something on your bookshelf that's not a book. That's easy too. Look, right here. Supergirl, not a book. Find the oldest book on your bookshelf. Now I kind of have two books for this question. If we're going with the first book I bought for these shelves, I have Once Upon a Marigold by Jean Ferris. But if we're going by publication date, that's probably this one, Deja Dead by Kathy Reichs, which was published in 1997. So this book is as old as I am. Find a book with a girl on the cover. There are so many options for this one. As you can see, I have many options. In the YA genre, there are lots of books with girls on the cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have more, but there's no way I'm pulling out all those books. If I have to choose one book for this question, I'm going to go with Find Me because I love this cover. Find a book with an animal in it. The first book I thought of for this is Dairy Queen, and I'm not really sure why. I think it has farm animals in it, maybe, but I'm gonna go with it. Find a book with a male protagonist. For this one, I'm going to go with Two-Way Street by Lauren Barnholt, which has two protagonists. We have a female protagonist and a male protagonist, because I do not seem to have any books on my shelves that have solely a male protagonist. So this is as close as it's gonna get. Find a book with only words on it. This might be a little bit harder. For this one, I'm going to go with Speechless, and I don't know if you can see this, but it does have a word on it. It's just very hard to see. This is by Hannah Harrington. Find a book with illustrations in it. Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer. This was actually a big surprise for me when I first read this book. It has illustrations throughout of the storybook within the story, and it's so pretty. It also has these little kind of doodly things, but then you have these full page illustrations. Find a book with gold lettering on it. Princess Academy, gold right there. There are probably a lot of other ones too, but for the sake of time, let's just go with this one. Find a diary, true or fictional. Again, I have a couple of options for this. The first book I thought of is How I Live Now by Meg Rossoff. And I don't think it says specifically that it's a diary, but I felt that it was written in a very diary-esque way. I also know for sure that in The Fifth Wave, our main character does write in a diary, at least in the beginning. So, diary, for sure. Find a book written by someone with a common name. For this one, I'm going to go with John Green, because I feel like both his first name and his last name are pretty common names. Find a book that has a close-up of something on it. For this one, I'm going to go with The Host by Stephanie Meyer, which has a close-up of just her eye. Find a book that takes place in the earliest time period. My safest bet is probably The Greatest Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which I just picked up not that long ago. But I know it has to take place in a pretty early time period. Find a hardcover book without a jacket. For this one, I'm going to have to reuse a book because I only have one on my shelf that is hardcover and does not have a dust jacket, and that is because it didn't come with one, and that's Once Upon America. Find a teal or turquoise colored book. So the book that I'm going with, which is actually an uncorrected proof, is Smart Girls Get What They Want. And that is pretty teal, I think. Find a book with stars on it. These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. It has the word stars, and it also has stars in the background because they're in space. Find a non-YA book. For this one, I'm going to go with Inkheart by Cornelia Funk. And I'm going with this one because I'm pretty sure that it's juvenile fiction. That was the bookshelf scavenger hunt. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can let me know by liking this video. Comment below if there are other tags or challenges you'd like to see me do. I post new videos to this channel once a week, so subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye. With the of course you have a sticker on you. 8 stickers. Find a book. I hope this is on camera. Number. Nope. That would be a no. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. First, this is as many of the books as I think I can stack on my head. My arms don't really reach anymore. Too many from the top shelf. And this whole stack of books is going to come tumbling down. Bookshelf scavenger hunt. Oh, and bloopers.